Roman Reigns receives massive dislikes. The WWE has given up on Brock Lesnar. The WWE urged to reconsider AJ Styles' future. The real reason behind Powerhouse Hobbs' name change. Oba Femi's future after the Royal Rumble. Why Liv Morgan betrayed Raquel Rodriguez. Why Drew McIntyre cost Cody Rhodes at the Royal Rumble. Paul Heyman accuses Seth Rollins of being Bron Breakker's mystery attacker, and more. Starting with, WWE has given up on Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar returned with a thunder at WWE Royal Rumble 2026 PLE in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The Beast incarnate had his former manager, Paul Heyman, walking behind him. It appeared that Lesnar would once again wreak havoc in the ring, tossing out superstars over the top rope. However, he got eliminated in no time, and soon was seen walking back to the gorilla. His quick elimination surprised a lot of WWE fans, as this was nearly the first Rumble match of Lesnar, where he didn't leave a mark. The two-time Royal Rumble winner was looking for his third win in his final Royal Rumble match. However, the creative team booked him to lose. Number 1. Brock Lesnar's shocking elimination from the Royal Rumble match. The Beast's participation in the Rumble match turned out to be a damp squib. He didn't last for more than 10 minutes and could only eliminate Oba Femi, Ilya Dragunov, and Rey Fenix before being thrown out by Cody Rhodes and LA Knight. In fact, Oba Femi had a more profound presence in the Rumble match than Brock Lesnar. Entering the match at number 1, the Nigerian Giant eliminated 5 opponents, including Bron Breakker, Rusev, and Solo Sikoa. Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi came across against each other inside the ring, but the Beast couldn't overpower Femi the way he usually does to his opponents. And Lesnar eliminated Femi from behind by tossing his legs over the top rope. And soon, LA Knight and Cody Rhodes teamed up to eliminate Lesnar from the Rumble match. Number 2, Brock Lesnar doesn't have a clear path to WrestleMania 42. It was expected that WWE would at least book Lesnar's rivalry with someone like Gunther at the Royal Rumble, if he isn't booked to win. This rivalry could have been further churned till WrestleMania 42 for an epic contest. However, none of it happened. Lesnar had a face-off with Oba Femi, but it didn't excite the fans the way it could have been with Gunther. In essence, Lesnar left the ring without a clear direction for WrestleMania 42. It now remains to be seen how the company uses him for the biggest annual event of the company. Number 3, no character development. There hasn't been any character development of Brock Lesnar for the last 6 months since he returned to WWE. Although he returned as a heel at SummerSlam last year, WWE hasn't worked on his character well. After beating John Cena at WrestlePalooza, Lesnar wasn't showcased, and he returned only a week before Survivor Series to participate in the War Games match. He has only competed at 3 PLEs, WrestlePalooza, Survivor Series, and Royal Rumble so far. And each time he has gone out without any clear direction for his return. The creative team hasn't invested much time in developing Lesnar's character, the way it has for other heels like Gunther, Solo Sikoa, The Vision, or Drew McIntyre. He is expected to sign off by SummerSlam this year, and the fans would want to see a lot from the Beast in the next few months. However, it seems that WWE isn't interested in pushing. The WWE urged to reconsider AJ Styles' future. AJ Styles was forced to say goodbye to his in-ring career this week. The star lost his match to Gunther at the Royal Rumble. The Phenomenal One put on a brave fight against the Ring General, but couldn't walk out with the win. It was well known that the star would retire in 2026, but this loss just accelerated his retirement, leaving the fans shocked. On a recent episode of the Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer detailed that the retirement seemed very anticlimactic. He explained that WWE had set a precedent with how John Cena's farewell tour was executed, and AJ Styles got no such acknowledgement. The veteran journalist felt that the company needed to do some sort of celebration to honor the star's legacy and career. They need a celebration. To me, it probably wasn't the show because it was such a long show anyway. It was probably not the show and not the place, for sure, to do the big celebration. But you have to do it, though. I mean, it felt like, especially because they set a precedent with John Cena, on kind of like what you do. Like John Cena retires. It's the main event. The whole show is built around him. Everyone comes out, you know what I mean? The back. It's like this big thing. A Jay loses, and nobody comes out. Nobody's on the ramp. You should add at least the baby faces on the ramp, all clapping for him. So, I think that they badly need to do something of a celebration on television. After the heartbreaking loss at the Royal Rumble, it is almost certain that AJ Styles will no longer compete in a WWE ring. After the show, PW Insider reported that the Phenomenal One is not booked to appear on the February 2nd episode of Raw. At the post-show press conference, Triple H also confirmed that Styles was done with his in-ring career. The real reason behind Powerhouse Hobbs' name change. Royce Keys, formerly known as Powerhouse Hobbs, recently made his debut in WWE. He entered the Men's Royal Rumble match at number 14 and received quite a reception from the crowd. The reason the audience cheered was that the company initially used his former moniker. The Titantron itself showed the name Powerhouse Hobbs, but as the music dropped, it changed to Royce Keys. It was reported earlier that his name in WWE would be changed. Now, the reported reason behind the change has also come to light. According to Fightful Select, Royce is the name of his youngest son, and Keys is the maiden name of his late mother. Michael Cole and Wade Barrett introduced Keys on commentary. The Monstar walked into the ring, which already had 4 stars. Upon his arrival, he confronted Damian Priest and ended up eliminating him. However, that was his only elimination. Keys lasted around 10 minutes in the match and had some major interactions. He manhandled Javon Evans and then bumped into his former AEW colleague, Cody Rhodes. As he shifted his attention towards smashing Logan Paul, the Vision stepped in. Towards the end, he was sidelined by the faction and was eliminated by Bronson Reed. From 2020 to 2026, Powerhouse Hobbs achieved both singles and tag team success in AEW. In 2023, Hobbs defeated another literal powerhouse, Wardlow, to win the prestigious TNT Championship. The Monstar, alongside his former faction, the Ops, also found success in the Trios division. Teaming up with Katsuyori Shibata and Samoa Joe, he won the AEW World Trios Championship. In January 2026, the Ops lost the gold, which was followed by Hobbs' AEW exit. What are your thoughts on the Monstar's WWE moniker? Hit the discuss button and share your thoughts. Oba Femi's future after the Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble 2026 marked Oba Femi's main roster debut. He eliminated many superstars before being thrown over the top rope by Brock Lesnar. Now, the question arises, what is next for Femi after his defeat in the Men's Royal Rumble match? The 2-time NXT champion will reportedly be a regular on main roster programming following the show in Riyadh. As per Fightful Select, Femi was always planned to join the main roster at Royal Rumble. However, it is unclear whether he will land on Raw or SmackDown. In the first episode of NXT in 2026, the 27-year-old relinquished the NXT title as he was officially called up to the main roster. Before Royal Rumble, he wrestled Cody Rhodes on the main roster at Saturday night's Main Event 42. However, it was a showcase match. Even though Oba Femi did not win this year's Men's Royal Rumble match, he made a massive impact with his performance. The Nigerian star entered at number 1 and eliminated Bron Breakker in barely 10 seconds. However, there was a reason behind the quick elimination. Femi continued to dominate the action by eliminating more talents. Oba Femi started strong by eliminating Bron Breakker. His next target was Solo Sikoa, who entered the ring at number 3. A resilient Sikoa survived the ruler's wrath till the next 2 participants arrived. The 2-time NXT champion didn't slow down and continued to target big names. Rusev, Sikoa, and Rey Mysterio quickly fell victim to Femi. Next came Matt Cardona, who briefly went toe-to-toe with the Powerhouse. Upon Damian Priest's entry, Femi slowed down and did not eliminate anyone. Around the 40-minute mark, multiple face-offs later, the Nigerian star was taken out by Brock Lesnar. Why Liv Morgan betrayed Raquel Rodriguez. Royal Rumble 2026 started off with a bang as the Judgment Day's Liv Morgan carved her path to WrestleMania. The women of the heel stable stuck together to overcome their opponents. However, Morgan wanted the win so bad that she took out her partner, Raquel Rodriguez. On Royal Rumble Recap, WWE Now, the 2026 Women's Royal Rumble match winner was asked about that elimination. Gurita, being herself, claimed that she knew Rodriguez was not selfish. The former NXT Women's Champion is already the #1 contender for the Women's World Championship. Morgan knows that, like her, even her former tag team partner would be happy about the win since there were 2 big opportunities available for the Judgment Day after the Riyadh show. The 31-year-old was confident that Big Mommy Cool would defeat Stephanie Vaquer for the gold on Raw. Morgan concluded, saying no one would be mad in her group, knowing they all wanted to taste success. Well, I know Raquel better than anyone else. And if I know Raquel like how I know Raquel, I know that Raquel is not selfish. Raquel is already the #1 contender for Women's World Championship. Now, there are 2 members of the Judgment Day with opportunity. Raquel's going to become Women's Champion, and I'm going to cash in my shot at WrestleMania. She's not going to be mad at me. Are you kidding me? Now, there's 2 of us that have this amazing opportunity. She's not selfish, Liv Morgan said. The former Women's World Champion has yet to make a choice. She could get back to the gold that is eluding her on Raw or face a new threat like Jade Cargill for the WWE Women's Championship. The go-to option seems to be either facing Stephanie Vaquer or Rodriguez for the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania 42. Riyadh has provided Liv Morgan the chance to headline Mania after she won the Royal Rumble. In 2024, Liv Morgan achieved yet another historic feat when she became the first ever Women's Crown Jewel champion. At Crown Jewel in Riyadh in 2024, Morgan defeated Nia Jax for the world title. In that same year in May, she captured the Women's World Championship. At King and Queen of the Ring, Morgan secured the gold after 2 years. With an assist from Dominic Mysterio, the Miracle Kid managed to defeat Becky Lynch and walk out of Jeddah as champion. She has had a successful run in Saudi Arabia in the past 2 years. Speaking to Sam Roberts and Megan Morant on the Royal Rumble Recap podcast, Liv Morgan was asked about Dominic Mysterio's reaction to her win and an update on his condition after missing Royal Rumble. "He's so happy for me. He's so happy for me. He's doing great. We're on the phone, and all we did was, reaction. It was incredible," Morgan said. "Things are going to be really interesting for the Judgment Day once Dominic Mysterio returns." JD McDonough is also injured, while Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan could be headed for turmoil. Why Drew McIntyre cost Cody Rhodes at the Royal Rumble? Drew McIntyre attacked Cody Rhodes during the Men's Royal Rumble match in Saudi Arabia last night. The Scottish Warrior has now revealed the real reason behind the assault. Cody Rhodes entered this year's Men's Royal Rumble match at number 11. The American Nightmare held his own for most of the bout and even eliminated Brock Lesnar with some help from LA Knight. At one point in the match, Jacob Fatu tried to throw Rhodes out of the ring, but the latter held onto the top rope. While he was trying to get back inside the squared circle, Drew McIntyre came out of nowhere to hit his arch-rival with a claymore, eliminating him in the process. During the Royal Rumble post-show, Jackie Redmond asked Drew McIntyre why he cost Cody Rhodes the match when he had already dethroned him as the undisputed WWE champion earlier this year. The Scottish Warrior revealed that he attacked the American Nightmare because the latter had cost him the title on multiple occasions, and Rhodes was now in his bad books. McIntyre also sent a warning to Rhodes, saying he would make the former AEW star's life a living hell, before revealing he was fine with anyone winning the Royal Rumble apart from the American Nightmare. "Why not? I'm a good guy. I never lie. If you don't wrong me, if you don't scrowl me time and time again, I'll be your best friend. But if you wrong me, if you constantly cost me the championship, get on my bad side, I'll be the worst enemy you've ever had." I heard somebody say, Cody Rhodes is the absolute best when he's in chase mode, when he's after the title. Drew McIntyre is the absolute best when he's holding the championship. "Cody, I will make your life a living hell. I was fine with anybody winning the Rumble, just not you," he said. Paul Heyman accuses Seth Rollins of being Bron Breakker's mystery attacker. The Royal Rumble 2026 is officially in the books. The marquee show left the WWE Universe with more questions than answers. A mystery man once again hogged the spotlight, but this time by taking out a member of the Vision. Bron Breakker's dream of winning the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 42 went up in flames when he was eliminated merely minutes into the 30-man Battle Royal. The second-generation star was marching down to the ring when a black hooded figure ambushed him. Fans have since been wondering who was hiding behind the mask. Paul Heyman, who was watching the drama unfold at ringside, has his suspects. The Oracle was heard shouting, "How can that be legal? That was Seth Rollins!" All the members of the Vision had a rough outing at the Royal Rumble, except for Logan Paul, who made it to the Final Four in the 30-man Battle Royal. The Maverick was eliminated by none other than Roman Reigns, who went on to win the Men's Royal Rumble match in Saudi Arabia. During the lead-up to the Royal Rumble, Seth Rollins made it clear that he won't be traveling to Saudi Arabia. The Visionary has a history of toying with the WWE Universe. Given his recent track record, he could have dressed in all black to exact revenge on Bron Breakker. After all, the Vision turned on him back in October last year. Seth Rollins has since been recovering from a shoulder injury that he sustained during his match against Cody Rhodes at Crown Jewel. The Architect is optimistic about making his return in time for WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas. Whether he was the mystery man, only time will tell, but a match between Breakker and Rollins could be in the works for the Showcase of the Immortals this year. Roman Reigns receives massive dislikes. Roman Reigns returned at the 2026 Royal Rumble and earned a ticket to the main event of WrestleMania 42. However, there is disappointing news for the OTC after his huge victory in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. After taking a hiatus after Survivor Series, War Games, Reigns outlasted 29 other WWE superstars to win his second Royal Rumble match. He now has a chance to regain a world title in Las Vegas, either going after the undisputed WWE Championship or the World Heavyweight title. While the reaction to Reigns' win was positive in Riyadh, fans online are nearly divided by the outcome. WWE uploaded a video of the victory on YouTube, and it garnered a lot of likes and dislikes. As of this writing, the video has nearly 400,000 views and around 2,600 comments. There are 13,000 people who disliked the outcome. There's no arguing that Roman Reigns is the most divisive WWE superstar in history, especially during the latter part of the 2000s. Reigns found his groove and reached superstardom as the tribal chief and leader of the Bloodline upon his return in 2020. It will be interesting to see how people react to his win once he makes an appearance on Raw in the United States. One of Roman Reigns' possible opponents at WrestleMania 42 is Drew McIntyre, who is the current undisputed WWE champion. McIntyre still has a score to settle with Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu, but he's already sending threats to the OTC. He's a big enemy of Drew McIntyre. His bloodline made my life a living hell for so long, so if he wants to pick Drew McIntyre, I know he's on his own now. On his own, I would destroy Roman Reigns. Go for it, Roman. Pick me. Let's main event WrestleMania, and I will drop your AI, McIntyre said on the Royal Rumble post-show. Reigns could also choose CM Punk, who is the World Heavyweight Champion. He has not held that world title, so it's an intriguing option. However, Punk is currently embroiled in a feud with Finn Balor, who attacked him last Monday on Raw.